Floods, famines and earthquakes affect the lives of millions of people in Asia, Africa and Latin America. But in India, more people die on the roads every year than through all these natural disasters put together. It's absolute chaos. Speed limits and road signs are rarely obeyed. In Maharashtra, one of India's largest states, the situation's particularly bad. There's no emergency medical service, and as a result there's 1 death, 6 injuries and 9 accidents every hour. Something had to be done. Birmingham and Pune Rotary Clubs, along with West Midlands Ambulance Service and the Royal Life Saving Society, put together a task force. Among the specialists they called in were Dr. Adrian Noon, Birmingham GP and A&E and Basics doctor. Station Commander Ian McWilliam from West Midlands Fire Service. PC Alan Rogers from Warwickshire's Police Traffic Unit. Their mission? To make the roads a safer place to drive on. They've only just arrived, but they've already come across their first fatality. A man has died in a head-on collision on the notorious Nagar Road. It's crucial the team get there. By examining a typical accident, they can plan how lives can be saved in the future.
The frustration with this, Adrian, must be that how they got the individual out. It's no wonder he's died. Yeah. Because that would have been a 20-30 minute extrication for me, with you treating him in cab, and he'd probably be alive now.
Crashes like this are a common sight on the Nagar Road. For local GPs like Dr. Saga, it's a daily battle to save lives.
The second guy was injured. Yes, he's in my hospital.
He's in your hospital now. Has he got life-threatening?
Minor injuries, so he was shifted to my hospital. This is very common.
This is a common problem.
Every day, 3 to 4 accidents like this.
Right. So I mean, you're the equivalent in England of the local GP with a clinic here, which has got some resuscitation facilities, and you get 3 or 4 of these every day.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Seeing just how bad the situation can be has brought it all home to Adrian.
It summarises why we're here. In one little bit, we've got a guy with multiple injuries trapped in a heavy goods vehicle that needs to be properly cut out of the vehicle, managed medically whilst he's in there, and taken to an appropriate facility as quickly as he can.
On the outskirts of Pune, the region's commercial capital, it's just as bad. There's a new 6-lane expressway still under construction.
If you just look at that junction, there is so much work to do in educating the public that it's a huge task. And where do you start? This guy is going the wrong way up the road. All the way up the road. Unbelievable. Now he's turning round. Oh,
no. Worn out and badly repaired tyres are a major cause of accidents. Instead of throwing them away, some of the worst are patched up to be used again.
They're repairing this tyre. It's obviously had a blowout of some sort. They're going to repair the tyre though. And this is the patch. The man there has just put some glue, I would imagine, on the inside of that tyre, and then he's going to put this patch where the glue is over the hole, fit it back on the lorry, would you believe?
When the sun goes down, things get even worse. pedestrians battle with motorists for their share of the road, and many drivers refuse to use their headlights. It's no wonder you're 8 times more likely to have an accident here at night.
How on earth would you locate an incident in the pitch black? You know,
There's no roads.
There's no road signs.
There's no street
lights,
lighting.
There's no lights on the vehicle. You know, if somebody said there was an accident on this road, you would not be able to find it.
The city's Ruby Hall Clinic is more advanced than some British hospitals. It's opening its doors to all victims, rich or poor. If you're fortunate enough to get here, you'll have first-class medical attention.
Of the whole theatre complex.
This traffic victim has been brought in with 2 life-threatening blood clots on the brain. For Adrian, it's a chance to see the kind of cases the clinic is up against. Dr. Sanjay Verma treats patients like this all the time.
He has severe headache, repeated vomiting and altered sensorium. So he's becoming more drowsy. If we don't operate him, he will not survive.
It's a delicate operation. Dr. Sanjay Verma needs to drill holes on both sides of the patient's skull in order to reach the clots. This man is very lucky. Many victims can wait up to 7 hours by the roadside before help arrives. For the past year, West Midlands Ambulance Service have been setting up a whole new fleet of emergency ambulances. Firefighter Ian McWilliam also has plans for a revolutionary new vehicle.
Okay. Now, that would be okay. The innovative ideas that we have for this whole concept is that this is half fire engine or half rescue vehicle and half ambulance, half critical care ambulance. We would have a doctor, a medical assistant for the doctor, a nurse or a paramedic, and I would have what I'm now calling 2 rescue technicians, which would have medical skills, going to the accident where we can do extrication, critical care and critical transport back to a hospital that can receive them.
A combined team of specialists in one rescue vehicle should rapidly cut down on response times and improve a patient's chances of survival once they get to hospital. This man is one of the lucky ones. But if plans to save more lives are to work, it's crucial that training and education are also provided at the grassroots. From training nurses as paramedics to teaching the next generation of school children about road safety.
Listen to me, look at me, keep still.
Ian and Adrian are showing the doctors just what they'll be up against when they're sent out to save lives on the streets, from stabilising the critically injured to rescuing people from burning vehicles.
If you can bring the guy with you, that's great. You're a hero and you're in the papers. If you can't, you leave him. Your personal safety is paramount.
If the fire does start, then you have to get out because it happens so quickly. 10 seconds will take you out inside the car, you'll be finished.
Even when the fleet of ambulances and rescue vehicles are set up, many more lives could be saved by the public before the medics arrive. Retired Admiral Sharma is on a one-man mission after reading about a particularly horrific accident.
28 children died because we adults failed to give them first aid. They were all drowning cases. They were fished out of the water and their bodies were placed on the bank of the river. Not one was given first aid.
The Admiral has been encouraging the public to get involved. So far, there's been an excellent response.
Very good. From here to Ahmednagar, a distance of 110 kilometers, I wish to put up first aid post every 5 kilometers. Having put the equipment like I have done here, as you can see, I have a first aid box. I felt it necessary to train at least 50 guys from around this first aid box.
He has the backing of Britain's Royal Life Saving Society, but a lot of the funding is also out of his own pocket.
You haven't received a single sou in donations to date. inshallah, that shall also happen, because somebody somewhere will recognize that we are doing some sort of a good work, and they'll say, okay, they need to be supported financially. Should that happen, God, I will be moving at such a speed and will be teaching so many people at the same time that we shall all benefit from it a whole heaps.